everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here. So I'm here to talk about Carson Wentz. The injury has been confirmed. Carson Wentz has a torn ACL, complete tear of the ACL. Good news for him, it looked like it was just the ACL. So his future looks bright in terms of recovering and next year and going forward. It sucks that it was a torn ACL. He's done for the year. But look, you got two choices right now. We can cry the blues, give up on the season, lay down, die, or we could stand up. And you know what? We could stand up and we can fight. I mean, that's the only thing we can do. We have two choices. It's a sad day. It's a horrible thing. The kid was outstanding. Yesterday, the kid was outstanding. Out of his mind, he played. I think he deserves the MVP. Won't happen now. It's going to be taken from him. But Carson, he's going to have a bright future. He's only a second-year player. Torn ACLs you can come back from. You can come back pretty easy. He'll be back. His future will be bright. But focusing on this year right now, if the Eagles win on Sunday against the Giants, they clinch a bye week. You got to get home field advantage. I'm not giving up on this year. I can't do it. I'm a fighter. I like to fight. You punch us, we punch you back. And you know what? We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We're going to do what we can, you know. What up, Tropical Mayhem? How you doing, buddy? What's up, B-Money Talk Sports? Shakir, what's up, guys? Look, it sucks. It's a horrible thing. It's a shame. But you know what? You got to keep fighting, man. That's all you can do. I'm telling you, I would lean heavy on Jay Ajayi right now. Peter, my boy, DW4, now Carson, sucks, dude. It does. All prayer to Wentz. Wentz will be okay. Wentz has it up here. You know what I mean? He'll be fine. He'll get ready. He'll be ready for next year. He'll come back, and he'll come back strong. But right now, we're 11-2. We're gonna get number 1 seed. We can't give up on the season. We gotta fight. This ain't over, man. This ain't over. Gotta get home field advantage. You know what I mean? So, what do you say, Joey R? It's my fault, guys. I wore my Foles jersey out in town on Saturday. It ain't your fault. Philly boy shit, this is BS. It sucks, man. Bad day for NFL in general. It is a bad day because you had one of the young premier players. I mean, look at Deshaun Watson, too. These are young guys that are the future of the NFL. It sucks to see them get hurt. It's Nicky Six time. The one thing I do not like to do is when things go wrong, I do not like to quit. I do not like to give up. I do not like to pack it in. If we're going to go down, then let's go down punching. Let's go down throwing. You know? We're cursed, man. I don't know, man. I don't believe we're cursed. I believe we're just hitting a roadblock. I feel bad for Wentz, too. You know, Wentz, look, he had 33 touchdowns, set a franchise record. And make sure if you're watching this video, please like this video. Please, I appreciate it. Please subscribe if you're new to this. I appreciate it. Remember, Foles was a 2004 Pro Bowl MVP? He was. It ain't over. It ain't over. I'm not giving up. I'm sick about it. You know, I've had a night to be sad about it. But today comes, what are you going to do? You're going to just cave in and say, oh, that's it. Let's not play anymore. No, we got to play. Here's how we do it. I think Jay Ajayi is your key. He's got to be the feature back now. I would pound him, and I would use Wentz. I would like to see a lot more Trey Burton, Zach Ertz together, and you go down and you win. Home field advantage is the key that we need. We need that home field. Putting Foles in a situation where he can play at home is a lot better. Who would you bring in to back Foles? I don't know, but you know, I know some people mentioned Kaepernick. I have no problem with that. If he can play, if he's ready to play. But I don't know that anybody is going to be brought in because they're going to go with who's been there. I'm doing good. How about you? My cousin went to the Rams game, and the Rams fan were saying ACL, making fun of Wentz. That's messed up. Yeah, I read that. I read that they were saying ACL. That's crazy. You think we get a bad rap, right? The Eagle fans get a bad rap. Nate Sudfeld is a backup. The Gamer 225, yeah, he's the backup. I don't think they'll bring anybody in, but I think you know, I would look at all options personally. Tyler, Jeffrey's going to get a lot more looks because Foles will think he can catch anything. Hey, maybe. Like I said, seriously, if you want this team to win and in the playoffs, everybody's going to have to step up. The defense is going to have to step up. The offense is going to have to step up. I think the guy that you got to go to is Jay Ajayi. I think he's the guy that you focus your offense around. Man, I love the Eagles, but there's no way we're going anywhere now. Hey, AK-50. Then here's how I see that. Maybe you're right. Maybe we can't go it. Maybe we can't do it. But let's go down swinging. Let's go down swinging. No pressure. Go out and play. You can't tell me the Eagles can't play Minnesota and beat them when they have a backup quarterback too. Just get home field advantage. Get home field and let the chips fall where they may. Dalton, Philly, do you think my Falcons are going to make the playoffs? I kind of think that there's going to be 3 teams that come out of the South. I do. Number 1 for, hey man, devastating news for us. It's devastating, yeah. Who's the biggest test on the NFC now without Wentz? Who's the biggest? You know, my biggest threats that scare me are teams like New Orleans with the quarterback. Teams with a better quarterback than our backup. Those are the guys that scare me now. Because before you had Carson, who I thought could play with any of them. Now you don't have that, you know. Run defense needs to get back to being dominant for us. Have a chance. Ruben, I agree. Now, the one thing you saw yesterday was that when Carson was in, defense was letting everything go. As soon as he went out, the team rallied. They started playing better, and they came up and got a turnover. So, you know, maybe you can rally behind this, but we can't quit on the season. We can't. I hope Nick Foles will do a lot of screens and bust open a long pass the Smith next game. They are going to work on long passes next game because of terrible Giants D. Well, yeah, look, playing the Giants is a blessing right now because it can really get you into a rhythm. Do you think we go out and sign Josh Johnson, RG3, or Kaepernick? I saw an article on the players to back up Foles. I don't think they will, personally, but I would look at all options because I think the problem is like a guy like Kaepernick hasn't played all year. Is he in shape? Is he going to be ready? Does he know? You know, those kind of things are what they worry about. Silver Lions, we got Jones back. Well, I mean, I prefer to keep Jones out, to be honest with you. I don't think he's going to help us that much this year. Hopefully, we will see 2013 Foles who threw 27 touchdowns, only 200. Yeah, I agree. RD gave up too many yards to Gurley. Marina, you are so right about that. Terrible loss, but we just made the playoffs. 2000 NFC champs. Lots of football we played. Carson wants us to keep fighting Tyler. Tyler, totally right. What are we going to do? We're going to say, oh, poor us. Woe is us. The season's over. I mean, we can't do that. It sucks, yes. It hurts our chances, absolutely. But we got to fight. We got to keep fighting. And the way I see it is get to the playoffs, get the number 1 seed, and then go take your best shot. No pressure. Go out, take your best shot, but keep fighting. Let's go down. Let them knock us out. Look, if I'm going to go down, knock me out. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, I'm going to keep coming. And that's what I want to see from this team. This season is definitely not over with how good our defense is. Look, Jay, I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over. It just got a little more crazy. We lost our best player. I think we lost the most valuable player in the whole league. But it ain't over. And I'm not quitting. And we're gonna be all right. The last quarterback to lead us to the playoffs was Foles. He gets a bad rap for Rams stint, but he was coached by Jeff Fisher. We have a chance. Austin, I believe we have a chance. I believe we have a chance. Packers scare me if Aaron comes back healthy. Absolutely. Personally, I thought he had a concussion when I saw the hit. I didn't expect him to have a torn ACL. Number 1 fan. I didn't either. I really didn't either. You know. We are glad to have a backup like Nick Foles. He's got experience as a starter and has a playoff experience. Jesus, yeah, I agree. I don't know why people sleeping on Nick. This dude threw 7 touchdowns in 1 game. People are sleeping on him because you just lost the most valuable player. I mean, it's understandable. But Foles can prove that all wrong. What would happen if Foles wins the Super Bowl? Don't even want to think about it. Oh, it would be great. To me, it doesn't mean Foles would go somewhere as a starter. That's all. Philly, Wentz may never be the same. You know what, T-Bomb? It's a clean ACL. Nowadays with ACLs, you come back from ACL. You come back a lot. If it was like multiple, if it was like an ACL with multiple ligament damage and you know cartilage damage, you may be right. But a clean ACL is actually very, in this day and age, it's not like when Cunningham tore his way back in the night. You come back for that pretty well. So he'll be fine. He's going to be fine. That's the least of my worries. PS3, what's up? Foles isn't that bad, but he isn't Carson Wentz that good. No, Lord, he's not. Well, let's remember, Nick Foles had the great run under Chip Kelly's offense. He did, yeah. Quarterbacks don't come back from ACL. Look at RG3. RG3, no, Tom Brady had an ACL. He came back. What do you mean? No, RG3 had multiple injuries in his knee. There was more than an ACL. It wasn't a clean ACL. This is a clean ACL tear. I know, I'm telling you, ACL tear you can come back from. I've had it. You can come back from it. When you saw that hit first person, I think it was RG3. Yeah. Philly 500, the football gods made the NFL sacrifice Wentz for Rodgers back. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that. Look, here's what I know. RG3, the reason he didn't succeed when he came back from his injuries, he had multiple injuries to his knee. Secondly, he didn't learn how to be a pocket passer. He learned to play that one style. And when they wanted him to become a pocket passer, it was hard for him. Carson will be back better than ever next year. Wentz on one leg is better than Dak. Forget Dak. The Dak thing is not even good. Dude, I feel bad for you guys. Hope guys win without Carson. Thanks, Mitch the Trubisky. Thank you. Carson is awesome. Who wants to run and get out of the pocket? Does Carson get scared? I'm worried going forward. Well, you got to let the guy play, and that's just the way it's going to be. You know what I mean? The one thing I don't like, if you look at the play, is why didn't you have a running back in the backfield? Empty set with a shotgun on the goal line. What that does is it lets the defense spread out and just play the pass. If you even had a back and didn't run it, they probably bite inside. He probably runs right around. But, they're saying that torn ACL may have come from him running before that hit. If Foles wins the Super Bowl, he will sign next year and stay as a backup, or do you think he will be traded for a first or second? I think he'll get traded. I think he'll go start somewhere. And he's not going to replace Carson. Sidney Jones starts practice this week. To me, that's not going to help us this year. That's great for him, I guess. I would keep him out. But I don't think he's going to come in and start and be a shutdown corner. Not this late in the year. I had a dream that Nick Foles played against the Giants and Raiders, then the Pats in the Super Bowl, and we lose. It's happening, believe it or not. Paco, it sounds very reasonable. Philly boy from Texas, what are you doing, buddy? How you? I agree. You got to trust he will. Cruiser 26, can we please? We can beat, sorry as Giants with our pride. You can beat them with me playing quarterback. The O-line need to block. It's crazy. Wentz got touched 19 times. He got rocked, man. Let's see how Nick Foles plays the next 3 games. Yeah, look. Here's the thing. You win this week, you clinch a bye. So that means you're no worse than a 2nd seed. That's important. If you get the number 1 seed, what happens? Then you have the opportunity to play all your games at home. So Foles doesn't have to go in a hostile environment. That's the key. That's the key to make this run. Then you rely on Ajayi. Ajayi would become the center of my team. I would build my offense around him. I would run through him and then play, off the play action. That's what I think you do. Ajayi is the key to this. Remember when all the haters said Wentz was only good because of the O-line? I don't remember that, but that's not true. Wentz didn't even need crutches and walked off on his own. Yeah. That happens, if you saw him coming down the steps, that's where an ACL would hurt, when you bend and stand up. I used to be able to walk around, so that didn't surprise me. Wentz played 4 plays on a torn ACL. That dude's one tough SOB. Nick played well in our last playoff game in 2013. The Eagles defense folded the stretch, but Foles did get... Yeah, I agree, Austin. Next man up has been the motto all year. Don't stop now. Exactly. There's 2 ways that you go. You either say, oh, okay, we lost Foles, it's over, and you just collapse and you quit. Or you pick yourself up, and you know what? You dust yourself off, and you play, and you fight. Hey, let's go. If we're going to lose, let's go down fighting. Paco, Philip Rivers played on tournament. I know. I remember the game that he did. That's why I love Philip Rivers. And then LT came off to the sideline with a headache. Peterson should have run the ball more and could throw 4 times at 3. I agree. No, I agree with you. Do you think the hit was late? Do you blame anyone for it? I don't blame anyone for it. I don't blame anyone. I just wish that, the only thing I wish is that they would have had a back in the backfield so maybe the defense bites in and he could just run around instead of taking the hit. You can't just immediately make major adjustments to the offense. Doug doesn't even like to run. Look, I don't think you can have Nick Foles throw 30 times a game, 40 times a game to win. I just don't. You're going to have to run the ball more. I think you have to. I think a sign of a good coach. You want to see how good of a coach is Doug Peterson, right? We all want to know? We're going to find out. You're going to find out now. Because now he's going to have to be a coach. He doesn't have Carson Wentz. Philly 500, I think Foles is a one and done in the playoffs. Well, Cowboy X Factor, that remains to be seen. All I know is if you give me home field advantage, I think we're in every game in the playoffs. Hey, all of us had to see a backup quarterback with Keenum this season. That's right. You know, look, you know, this team, one thing I like is that when Carson went out, they rallied together and they pulled the game out without him. To me, that was a big sign that I'm taking and trying to hopefully build on. Side note, little bit, but did you see Big Ben throw 66 times? Yeah, I know. Crazy game. I don't think we should run it more because we kept losing momentum, had to put the ball in your best player's hands. Leroy, yeah, well, who's the best player now? It ain't Nick Foles. I think that if you watched Jay Ajayi run the ball, he kept breaking. He was running like a madman. They don't give Jay Ajayi the ball enough. He was breaking run after run after run. Feed that guy. Feed that guy. You know, I think if you feed him and you run with those three-headed monsters, I think that's the key to get Foles going. And then if you could get the play action to work with Foles, I think he'll tear them up. I think he can throw the ball. Exactly what I'm saying. Doug doesn't like to run, and we haven't liked his play calling. We suddenly will become a good play caller. Rad Movie Guy. The sign of a good coach is adjusting to your team, to what you have around you. If Doug is a good coach, he will make adjustments. If he doesn't make adjustments, then that's a sign of a bad coach. The best coaches take the talent around them, figure out who the best players are, and then run the offense around them. You don't just keep doing what you're doing. So what you're saying, if you're saying that you don't believe that Doug Peterson is a good coach, that's one thing. But if you say that Doug Peterson is a good coach, then he's going to have to do something. So what's the official decision? Alec, what do you mean? Let's do this and make a run for the Super Bowl. Good fella. Hey, I say let's go. Let's go down swinging. Tyrazor Rex. Did you know Jones was practicing this week? Good news for our team despite this horrific loss. Yeah, you know, to me, I don't like the idea of him playing this year. To be honest, when Wentz got hurt, it looked how RG3 got hurt. Yeah, well, look, RG3, when he got hurt, it wasn't just a clean ACL. There was a lot of other damage, too. Alec Blessing is out for... Yeah, Carson's out for a year. Wentz will be good to start next season. Latin, yeah. Wentz, look, it was a clean tear. He'll be fine. You know, it may come back for a while. It may take him a while to believe in his knee, but Carson will be fine. At least one playoff win for Wentz. At least. Big, the Eagle fans need to have faith and stop hating. My God. Hey, you know, people, I understand. Eagles need to sign Philly for quarterback. Yeah, I'll play. Philly, if the Eagles were to win the Super Bowl, would you come to Philly for the parade? Number one fan, yes, I would. I would try my best. Started off bad, 0-7, the way that game was going. With the block punt and everything, the defense didn't show up, and Wentz took on the Rams by himself. That shows you the lack of talent we really have. Shows you that, I look at it like that's the talent. That's one hell of a quarterback, man. That was one hell of a quarterback. Eagles speed. Season's over. Season ain't over. Sorry. Even if it's over, it's not over. You understand? Even if you don't realistically have a chance, you don't quit. You don't stop fighting. You go down, let him knock you out. Would Foles take one spot if the Eagles won a Super Bowl? Jay, I don't believe so. I just think you would probably trade him for a massive amount. Carson Wentz, F you, I hope your mom gets... Dude, you gotta go, buddy. I can't even believe we get a dingbat like that. That dude needs a serious prostate exam. How can the season be over 11-2 and we have a great shot getting a bye? How is that over? It's not over. What happened to our team after Wentz's injury? They suddenly played great, especially defense. Were they not playing at 100%? Yeah, well, you know what, Rad? I think they weren't. I mean, I think they were playing, but I think, you know, maybe subconsciously you always think, well, we got Carson Wentz, we'll be okay. When they didn't have him, they rallied and took it up a notch. And you gotta build on that. That's what we need. Sorry if I missed some of these, are coming quickly. You think the defense can get it done? Gurley made them look weak. Leroy, he did make them look weak. Remains to be seen. But all I know is if you win against the Giants, we all can agree the Eagles should beat the Giants, right? I mean, even with Nick Foles, we should be able to beat the Giants. That's a bye week. That's a bye week. We can win on Christmas night. We clinch a first seed. If you give me a 1 or 2 seed, we got a shot, man. Philly 0024. Wentz got injured in college, came back and won multiple championships after that. So hopefully he can do us the same thing for us. Yeah, I agree. Tyrone. Just learned the news. I'm at home crying. I don't want to go to work. Tyrone, it's horrible. It's horrible. But look. Carson, he's young, he'll bounce back. We'll have him for 10, 15 years. This year, we dust ourselves off. We go out and we take our best shot. We take our best shot. Whatever happens, happens. But we go down swinging. That's all I want. I want this team to go down fighting, no matter what happens. Defense does need to step up. Did you notice yesterday's game they sat Cox out a couple of times and other peeps? There's a couple times, I tell you what, I saw Fletcher Cox not running hard. Tyrone, I'm so hard, but I know, man. It's going to be all right. Richie, man, what am I supposed to say to these Cowboy fans hitting me up with your season's over? Tell them, you know what? Tell them to keep talking. Tell them we'll see. We'll see. X Factor, the Stevie Wonder can play. But I'll tell you the one thing about a lot of Cowboy fans. Now, there's a lot of good ones who've said nice things. But, man, there's a lot more Cowboy fans, like, laughing about it. Which... they're always accusing us of classlessness. You know what I mean? I'm the one saying, don't suspend Elliott. He shouldn't be suspended. I hate it. They're the ones laughing about guy getting injured. Big D, we have faced adversity all year long, and we have won. So why stop now? Next man up. You gotta just keep fighting, man. King is Azrael. I think Nick can pull it off. Hey, I hope so. I don't know if Nick can pull it off. I don't know. All I know is that he can beat the Giants. I think he can beat the Raiders. I think Nick Foles can win 3 games. I think he can win in 3 games and get us that 1 seed. I do believe that. Rams fan discussed me. They are saying, yeah, they're chanting ACL. Love your attitude. Thank you, baby. Foles will do great under center. Yeah, I think Foles will be fine. Wentz is just not another guy. You can't just plug people in and say next man up. Okay, Rad Movie Guy, so let's just pack it up and go home. Let's just say we quit, give up. Let's just do it. Let's just quit. I mean, what do you want to do? You can't do anything about the guy being hurt. He's gone. It sucks. Does it hurt our chances? Yeah. But what are you going to do? Just quit and lie down? You're going to just lie down for the Giants and for these teams? We're going to just lie down for them? Or are you going to fight? Let's fight. Let's punch, let's swing, and then whatever happens, happens. Nah, I'm realistic. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to fight. I think he's not a Mark Sanchez, man. I'm so happy we don't have Mark Sanchez. Here's how I see it. You want to see how good Doug Peterson is? We're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see what kind of coach this guy is. People think, I've heard people say, oh, Carson Wentz is only good because Doug Peterson. That is not true. I think Carson Wentz has carried Doug Peterson. But now we're going to find out how good of a coach he is. Question by Mac. Do you think the Eagles will sign Kaepernick as a backup for Foles because we don't have a backup now? I don't, Mac. I mean, I personally wouldn't mind looking into anything like that. But I don't think they will because he hasn't been with the team all year. Good for let's do this Eagle fans. Michael Sachs. Cowboys has not won a Super Bowl in 20 years, so they need to stop. And let me tell you, Michael, they're not going to win a Super Bowl for another 25 years. I've put a curse on them. Big D, time to move on, let it go. It sucks, but what can we do? Yeah, we can't do anything. Kelvin, Foles is a good backup, but we'll need a lot more time in the pocket. Well, and I think that's why you need to run more. Brian, I believe in Nick. We are asking for 6 games max. Nick is capable. He has a starter experience. By the way, he's more accurate downfield. It sucks, but it's a team game. Look, I don't want to come off as diminishing what Carson Wentz is and what he means. Carson Wentz made this team elite, okay? Does. But sometimes guys rally around. Sometimes guys can play above. Sometimes things happen. You gotta play, man. All I'm saying is don't quit. We gotta keep fighting. I'm not saying, hey, we're going to Super Bowl. You don't hear that. All you hear is, I think we can get a number 1 seed. If you get a number 1 seed, you play. Joey R. You know what hurts is my Wentz jersey just came in the mail. That's Joey R, man. It's okay. Your jersey's going to be fine. Jason, just woke up to this. Stomach hurts now. What a waste of a season. Feel like I just got punched in the stomach by Tyson. Oh, hey, man, look, it hurts. You know, it hurts. But you know what? Let it hurt. Shake it off, and let's go. Let's go down swinging. Let's go down swinging. You know, here's a theory. If Foles puts up more than 30 points and more than 3 touchdown passes against Giants, we will go far, to be honest. Yeah, well, look, I think the key right now is just you gotta beat the Giants, get that bye, get that number 1 seed. If you get that number 1 seed, right, then you don't have to put Foles in a situation where he's on the road. You know, then you're gonna have to worry about the teams like the Saints coming in, or I would worry about Russell Wilson. I would worry about the better quarterback teams. But if you're at home, you can at least have the crowd behind you. You can at least have things like that. We might lose against the Raiders. We might lose against the Raiders. We might. It's not super upsetting to know the team didn't play well just because of Wentz. That really upsets me. Well, I mean, look, they couldn't stop the Rams, and then he goes out and then they get a turnover and make stops. So what was the news I just turned in? Simply, it's Wentz has a torn ACL. It's only a torn ACL. It's a clean tear. And he's out for the year. Be back next year, ready to go. Are we the unluckiest team in the world? No. Don't underestimate 6'5", 244 Foles. Hey, look. Let's see what he does. And thank you if you're here. If you're new to this channel, please like, please subscribe. Thank you for being here. Philly 500. Eagles lucky to beat the Rams, though. Yeah, you could call it what you want. I don't play the luck game. You know what I mean? So if we win next Sunday, we get home field every playoff game? No, if we win next Sunday right now, we get at least a bye week. So we'll be no less than a 2nd seed. So if we win next week, a bye week. If the Vikings lose and we win, I think we then clinch number 1 seed. 2 wins and we're in. EDP Lotion, where you been? How you doing, buddy? I've been here since day 1, my dude. Eagles fan 92, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I hope Wentz isn't injury prone. I don't know. He played every game last year. I think it's just an unlucky injury. I don't worry about injury prone until it's multiple times. Good news, docs say Wentz most likely has partially torn it, which means if that's true, he can wrap his leg up and still play. No, Dear Gaming, it just came out. It's a complete tear. MRI revealed complete tear, only ACL. So that's the good news, is it's just the ACL. Who do the Vikings play next week? I don't know. I don't know offhand. Happy holidays, everyone. Yeah, thank you. But you know who has a chance now? Them Cowboys. No, Cowboys have no chance. The division is clinched. I don't see how the Cowboys get in. Max, so I just saw a video, TD, and it's Darren Sproles taking... He said he isn't leaving the Eagles injured. Then that's great. That's great news. You'll have Sproles and Carson Wentz back next year. Wentz scores a touchdown with a torn ACL. Yeah, he played four plays with the ACL. That's unbelievable. Philly 500. We have a shot. Any chance though? I don't think so. I don't see how you beat Seattle. There are NFL teams that would be happy to have Foles starting for them. I agree. Look, here's my thing. My thing is this. I'm not even thinking in realms of winning Super Bowls or going to. I'm not thinking in realms of that. I'm thinking in a realm of I'm not going down without a fight. I'm not going down without a fight. I want my team to fight. I want them to go, swing, punch, claw, and fight. And whatever the hell happens, happens. If they go down fighting, I can live with that. But I can't live with packing it in crap. I can't live with the giving up. That full tear is better than a partial tear because the partial tear always has a chance of fully tearing. Beast mode, that's true. That's true. Thanks, Bonzology. How you doing, buddy? Thank Carson Wentz for being a monster and a cool guy. It'll be awesome in the future. We still have a good chance out. We have a great future with him. The one thing I don't worry about him is his mentality and him bouncing back. Michael says, sorry for the bad news. If I talk to you, thank you for coming, Michael. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to you. Do you think Wentz will be back for week 1 next season? Ice, I do. I think he will. I just hope Wentz come back the same as before the injury. Yeah, well, I don't worry about that what the injury has. If it was an Achilles, that would scare me more. If it was ACL and cartilage and other ligaments, then that would scare me more. But I think Carson will be fine. Going to be rough for him to come back next year. It's going to be tough for him to recover. It's always not easy to recover. But Carson Wentz is a worker. You know he's going to come back. I don't worry about that, him coming back. I hate how long ACL injuries last. Yeah, they last a long time. The thing is, you want to get him in surgery quickly. It's a team game, bro. They can still go far. They have fought through so much this year. Way too many good pieces for this team to fall apart now. We aren't as dynamic, but we solid. Trust this team. Brian, I agree with you, man. Look, here's the way I see it. Fight. Fight. Win this week and get a bye week. Get the number 1 seed. Get the number 1 seed. Then you have all your games at home. Put yourself in the best chance to win. And then let the chips fall where they may. That's what you can do. Only thing you can do. The Cowboys, we don't fall and crumble if we lose 1-2. But no, well, the Cowboys base everything on one guy, right? The thing is Carson was, I mean, I'm not going to lie. The guy was playing out his mind. He was carrying that team yesterday. It was unbelievable. Sorry, buddy, about this injury. Thank you, Jeremy. You're sad, yeah. Spunky, breaking Eagles sign Tony Romo. That would be hilarious. I thought you were talking Super Bowl still. That's why I was confused. Oh, I'm talking about, what I'm talking about is getting yourself in a position to take the best shot you can take. Get the number 1 seed and take your best shot. Whatever happens, happens. But I can't quit at something. I cannot just pack it in and give it up, lay down and die. That's not what I am about. That's not what Eagles fans are about. And I think we got to keep fighting. Don't worry about down here after being injured. No, I don't. Not with him. Not with Carson Wentz. The one thing I don't worry about with Carson is his mentality. Okay, I think that's where those intangibles are what's great about him. I think we can win with Foles. I think we can. If we make the Super Bowl, I missed the first part, Lord. Carson might have Derek Carr next year because of an injury. Yeah, but you know, I don't know. I think there's a lot more going on in Oakland than just Derek Carr. Because if you remember, Derek Carr, they started out hot. Could Carson still win MVP? Odaz or probably not. He's probably not going to win it. I think he should. They'd be great, but you know Brady is just going to he's going to have 4 games to pad his statistics. 3 games to pad his statistics. So, no, Carson ain't going to win an MVP. That sucks for him because he was about to do something that was great. And I thought yesterday, I thought was the clinching MVP game for him. Like if he finished the season, I thought this was the game that would propel him. Carson needs to start protecting himself. Absolutely. Russell Wilson, well, after Russell Wilson's performance yesterday, I think it's going to be Brady. Home field advantage is very important. It's key right now. Good news is the best hospital in the country is in Philly. Wherever it is, send them. Carr isn't even playing bad. Hey, Carr started out great. Philly, Russ Wilson is MVP. I don't think he is. He should still win MVP Benzology. I would be great. Aaron Rodgers coming back? Possibly. I knew this would happen. He takes way too many hard hits. It happens. Come on, Philly. You can't be live when I'm at school. Come on, you dingbat. I had to go live for this stuff because I didn't want to include it in my final thoughts video of the game today. I wanted to talk about this specifically and just get it out. Being realistic, I think Foles could take us to the Super Bowl because he's a good quarterback. Well, it's not going to be just Foles. It's got to be a team effort. Everything is lined up for the Patriots this year. Bad AFC, NFC dealt with injuries. Yeah, well, Patriots just keep coming. And Brady, people forget Brady had an ACL injury. Nate Sudfeld is the backup now. Phillip Rivers in the Chargers looking good. I love Phillip Rivers. Brian Wood, you're trying out. Go get it, buddy. I'm rooting for you. Brady isn't playing as well as last year. Nope. And, look, and sometimes it's eggnog time. Eggnog time, yo. Carson Wentz. And that O-line. Rivers played a whole game with the ACL. That was one of the most amazing games I've ever seen. And I love that guy. It's very sad and tragic. We have Nick Foles. In Foles we trust. We can do this. We lost a lot of key players and work magic into next guy. Next man up is Eagles fans have faith. Old Saint Nick. Got no choice now. So let's go out swinging. Listen, this is Foles' redemption moment to right the wrongs from 2013 playoff run. We don't forget that this could be this next back up winning Super Bowl situation. Foles is a pro. Foles is a pro. Foles is going to give you his best shot. Since Wentz is out, pick Biggie Ben for MVP through 500-yard game yesterday. Yeah, I thought Russell Wilson had moved into the second spot. But then to come off with the game where he had yesterday really hurts him. I mean, I don't think you can miss this many games and win MVP. If you could, if somehow, I think Carson deserves it. The catch by Alshon from Carson was one of the best catches I ever seen. That was amazing. If we get to the Super Bowl, we have a chance. AFC stinks. Pats haven't beat anybody, and Steelers aren't very good. Spunky Cowboy. Oh, that's Cowboys. Others with ACL tears couldn't even walk. Had hopes it wasn't as bad. Well, I think when it's a clean ACL, I think you can walk. You can't bend or push off of. But I think his was clean. Hope teams start testing that knee next year by hitting him low as much as possible. It's going to happen, but we'll deal with that when it comes. We're going to have to change our offense for Foles, like Minnesota offense. We're going to have to deconduct. I think the key to the offense is to take Jay Ajayi, make your offense go through him as much as you can, right? They're pass-heavy offense. They're going to stay pass. They're not going to change all that. But I would run more. I would use Ajayi, try to establish play action, and then let Foles work off of that. I think the guy that you ride, especially because he hasn't had a lot of carries, is Ajayi. I think Ajayi is the key to running this offense right now. And personally, in my opinion. But we're going to find out what Doug Peterson is. We're going to find out. Ruiz, LA Rams, it's over. Yeah, you guys took a beating and lost. We beat you. Foles is very accurate. Sometimes. Why do opposite teams talk about saying like we get... Oh, look, dude, nothing's as bad as chanting ACL, ACL. Kevin, got to go to Philly 5. I need to study for finals. Let's not lose hope. Go Eagles. All right, Kevin, you have a good day, buddy. Adrian, hey. Hi, buddy. Rest beat us? No, Rest didn't beat you. Carson Wentz beat you. I would rather have a healthy Foles playing for us than a half-healthy Wentz. Yeah, look, Wentz is young. Wentz will be fine. Ajayi needs more playing time is right, Tim Williams. You got to give that guy the ball more. Brandon, Philly, I said my friend I had a weird feeling that Wentz was going to get hurt. Only why did I? Because he gets hit too much. He does. Look, there's some parts of the way guys play I just don't think will ever change. I think he's always going to take those kind of hits. I see a lot of sacks in Foles' future. Yeah, me too. Wentz was the best quarterback in throws in tight spaces. What I saw him do yesterday, especially early, right? They go down 7-0. Carson takes them. They get the punt return touch. This guy keeps coming. Makes unbelievable throws. I'm telling you, if I was a Ram fan, I would be like, holy crap, we took Goff over this guy. And he got hurt, and it happens. But he'll bounce back. Yeah, I think Ajayi is the key. But you look, we're going to find out what Doug Peterson is all about. Carson struggled downfield this year. Nah, I don't agree with that. Carson struggled early in the year, but late in the year, he got it going. Nick is more of a deep ball threat right now. I don't want to see Nick drift back in the pocket too much. Yeah, that is bad. When he starts that drift, like drifting to the right and back, Wentz should stop running so much next year. Yeah, well, we'll worry about that next year. Wentz will be back playoff, Brian. Nah, it's not going to happen. So surprised Wilson doesn't get hurt. Not wishing with how small he is and he's mobile. Wilson had never missed a game. Wilson's great. Wentz is a better talented Goff, will have a better career. Ruiz, we'll see. So far, Wentz 2-0. Any hope of the Eagles, Patriots, and Super Bowls is out the window? Chris, I don't know. We got to find out. Let's take it one step at a time. All positions need to play perfect in the playoffs and we can win a Super Bowl. It's hard for me to talk about Super Bowl. Yeah, Ruiz. Wentz had a better year first year, and he's had a better second year. I pray to God the Seahawks missed the wild card picture. Yeah, I mean, those are the teams that scare me the most going up. Like, if we had home field, like the Drew Breeses, Russell Wilson, because we don't have that quarterback to match now. You think your Eagles can take on my Cowboys now? I think the Eagles would destroy the Cowboys with Nick Foles. Not a problem. Next year, Wentz League MVP and Comeback Player of the Year. I think so, Christopher. To be fair, Goff in his first year shouldn't count. Fine, but Wentz's should. So it's still 2-0. Jesse, I actually like Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff's going to be a great player. I think Wentz and Goff they're going to go at it a lot. Now, I don't blame the Rams. I don't say, oh, they hurt our quarterback. Look, it's just football, man. Foles played good at Kansas City. Yeah. Wentz, Dak, Goff. I would say Wentz, Raphael, Goff, Dak. I would put Goff ahead of Dak. I don't see how Dak could be better than Goff. I can't believe people doubting Foles has been there before. He played well in the wild card and almost won lastly 2013, 2007. We are a different team now. Yeah, Kendra, look. I think if Foles plays where he doesn't turn over the ball, he's managing the game, I think you can do it. But I think people know what Carson Wentz meant to this team and to this offense. I mean, it was unbelievable, this guy. So I think people are realizing that that's gone. But that doesn't mean everything is over. Sorry to get the news about Carson. That's too bad. He was really having a good year. Yeah, thank you, Johnny Quest Cowboys. Ruiz, LA Rams. Rams are a better overall team. Rams are a better overall team, but I think Goff is a better overall quarterback. He's a better overall passer. I mean, look at the way he played yesterday. He didn't play bad. He was great too. You know, I thought Goff played good. I thought Wentz was playing out of his mind. Penguin 3, Philly, do you think the Eagles can take the Patriots down? In all honesty, I think it's really hard without Carson to beat the Patriots. I do. I think it's hard. But if I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down swinging. As the Eagles fans, we need to stop bitching and realize it's next man up. Yeah, it's next man up. You got to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fight. Let's do this. I respect your knowledge, bro. I was trolling you for a bit, but you're a different Eagle fan. Sub. Thank you, Reeves. I thank you for sub, man. And I like having people from other teams come because I like hearing their input. Rams beat the Saints, so Eagles can beat the Saints too, right? Yeah, look. I think the Eagles, if they have home field, they'll be in every game. Goff was very good, half as good as Wentz. Yeah, well, Wentz was something else, man. I don't think Sidney Jones should play this year. I agree, Rad. Rams beat the Saints, so Eagles can beat the Saints, right? Yeah, the Eagles can beat the Saints at home, not in whatchamacallit. Sidney Jones is practicing, but he won't play. Yeah, I don't want to play. I watch every day. Go Eagles. Thank you, John. Should we go back up-tempo offense with Foles? At times, I think so, yeah. We aren't getting first seed and going to the conference. I disagree. Them MLB fan, I disagree. I think that the Eagles can get the number 1 seed. Foles will hold the position down. Wentz is the future, but they have the weapons for Foles to maintain and manage games. Salute, bro. Thank you, Black. I agree with you. The King. And y'all, season's over. It ain't over till it's over. I believe in Foles. He has played in cold weather. Yep. The reason Cowboy fans think some Eagle fans fear the Cowboys is because usually when a bully whoops your ass a lot, it creates fear. Yeah, I don't fear the Cowboys at all. Philly, who was your favorite late round pick the Eagles made? Like ever or current? Go Eagles. Yeah. We have kept this going. Next man up. Let the haters keep talking. Yeah, I'm tired of fans doubting Foles. Kendra says, no, he's not Carson, but he does have a good arm and showed mobility. I think Foles, if you run the right offense, you call the right plays, you run it around the way you're supposed to with Foles, I think you'll be fine. It's going to be harder, but it's not over. I'm so depressed today. Jay Maladano, don't shake it off, buddy. Beast Mode, Goff, Dakota, facts. Wait, what? Wait, Beast Mode, what? Mac, Texans falling apart. First Watson, now they're back up. Yeah. This also forces Doug to lean heavily on the run, which I've been screaming all year. We played the 29th ranked rush defense, and Carson threw 41 passes. Ajayi was killing it. Run the ball. Hey, Brian Woodman, that's exactly right. Cowboys are weak. We came away too far to give up now. No giving up. Win, lose, or draw, whatever. We ain't giving up. We're gonna keep swinging. If Foles doesn't get the job done in at least the last game, would you sign Colin Kaepernick? Best gamer? I have no problem looking and bringing in somebody else like that. Whatever we need to do it. We're gonna go 13-3. Giants, Raiders, wins. We'll take it L week 17 to Dallas because I see us resting nearly our start, except Foles, who will need to get action. I would even rest Foles. I would especially rest Foles. Emily, hey Phil, I'm a Cowboy fan and I respect your Eagles. Sorry to hear about Carson Wentz. Hate seeing anyone from any team get hurt. Much respect. Much respect to you, Emily. Thank you. Appreciate that. Big D, Eagles Nation, let's move on and accept Nick Foles and get the first round bye. Get the first round bye. Do we all agree that the Eagles can beat the Giants this week? If they can beat the Giants this week, they got a bye week. That's all I know. These are coming quick. Stronger King, what happened to Carson Wentz? Torn ACL, official. Didn't you all used to make fun of Romo when he got hurt? No. I don't think I've ever made fun of a person getting hurt. I used to make fun of Romo choking. I always made fun of that. We're definitely getting a bye week. Then the Giants can't win a toss. Yeah, well, look. So you get a bye week. Then if you win on Christmas, right, against Oakland, you have a first seed. You get 2 wins, whether it's the Cowboys or the Raiders. If you beat the Giants, you get the first seed. Get the first seed. Rest Foles or Sudfeld? For Sudfeld? Absolutely, Tim. Why would I risk Foles? Let's say the Eagles clinch the number 1 seed. Why would I put Foles out there against the Cowboys? When if I lose Foles, I have to go to Sudfeld in the playoffs. I'm resting Foles. Cowboy fans will never let go of that. I'm telling you, Cowboys will not win a Super Bowl for 25 years. I've put a curse on them. Do you think the Eagles will beat the Raiders? I think they got a shot. We are home our next 3 games, right? No, we're away. We're at New York, and then we got 2 games at home. Foles is the man, Tim Williams. Foles needs to play a lot to get groove 500. Yeah, well, look, and the best team you can go up to do that with is who? The Giants. So the perfect team to get that going, I think. I hope Doug Peterson is willing to go down swinging too, and not revert back to the type of play calling decision making he made in Seattle's game. Don't play scared, Doug. Agreed. I disagree, Philly 500. Play Foles, let him get into the groove. Well, he's going to get into the groove against the Giants and the Raiders. That's 2 games. That's enough. Now it's time for Doug to get his head out of his ass. Yeah. Right now, you want to see what kind of coach Doug Peterson is. We're going to find out. You're going to find out what he is. If he can't adjust, if he can't make the game fit Foles, then we're going to know. All we need to do is beat the Giants and Raiders. Facts. Yeah. You win those 2 games, you got the number 1 seed. Philly, do you like the Eagles coaching staff? I like some of the guys. I'm not totally sold. So this is going to be a big moment for them to really win me over. Same thing happened to the Raiders last year. Lost their quarterback before the playoffs. Yeah, the Raiders did, but they had a really bad backup. I think the Eagles' backup is a lot better than the Raiders. Greetings from Poland, Ania. Greetings. Thank you for joining. And if you like this stream, please like, please subscribe. I appreciate it greatly. Defense will be our best bet. Defense is going to have to pick it up. Big D. Foles threw 7 touchdowns against the Raiders. Yeah, but that was a really, really bad Raiders team. We got talent all around. Yeah. Voodoo worked. Yeah, it probably did. Boy, I told you we'd break his... Yeah, you're right, Bipolar. You're right. Philly 500, we need to play Foles through and finish and win out to prepare for him for a playoff run. Look, I'm not risking Foles in a meaningless game. If I win the next 2 games and I play Dallas, I'm resting Foles. I'm not taking a chance. I want to make Eagle fans page. What do you think username should be? Philly, or Mr. Eagle? I don't know. How about Philly? Philly's kind of cool. Nate caught him. Philly 500. I woke up. Yeah, Nate. I woke up to H. All games are winnable. We can beat the Cowboys with our backups. I agree. I believe in Nick Foles, says Ducey. Team has a lot of pieces. I'm all in with my Eagles. Gotta be, man. We gotta go down swinging. Philly 500. Do you think, Michael says, do you think you can turn into a smash mouth run heavy type team now? I think the Eagles could actually be good run first team. I don't think you can do it totally. But I think you can favor the run. You could be more balanced. I think there's things you can do like that. I think you can give Jay Ajayi an opportunity to carry the rock a lot more. I think the best coaches in football make adjustments. They make adjustments to fit what's best for the players that they have. That's the sign of a good coach. And Doug Peterson is going to have a chance. I wonder if Foles is good at pre-snap reads and audibles. I recall Chip Kelly not allowing him to audible during the 2013. I don't think it'll be nearly at the same level. Why is this season so bad for injuries around the NFL? Yeah, a lot of injuries. Just one of those things, man. Woke up to the news. Feel so bad for Wentz. I want to cry, man. Football gods had to take the MVP from us. They definitely took it from... Yeah, it could be worse. It could be... It could have been Chase Daniels. Boogie Philly. You smoke a victory cigar yet? Yeah, I did. That video is up and running. If the Cowboys make the playoffs, do you think they will get us? No. The Cowboys couldn't beat us with Nick Foles. Rams best and half team. Rams best and half team. What do you mean? I wish we could trade RN to get Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah, trade deadline's gone. If you're an Eagle fan, I love you. Now, it's the only thing to do. Let's win and trust in Foles. It's all we can do. The offense doesn't need to change. Foles knows the offense. You're going to have to make adjustments if you want Foles to win. You got to make adjustments for him. Rate Foles? What do you mean? Rate him. Ajayi needs more touches and Clement. Yeah, Ajayi needs a lot more touches. Would you trade the win yesterday for a healthy Carson? Absolutely. Yeah, Brian, of course. I would have rather lost the game and had Carson Wentz. Yeah. You got to help Vitae on the left side. I agree. Nate Sudfeld is our backup quarterback. Yep. DJ, FU Eagle fans. Thank you, DJ. What do you here? Did you come for your noon prostate exam? Is that what you're here for? Have you come for your prostate exam? You must be here for it. Dingbat. Do you think we trade Clement next season? No. Keep Clement. We could be the Eagles with Nick Foles, but we can't be the Eagles with Jason Garrett. What do you mean? Eagle fans season definitely over? Yeah, boy, maybe. We're going to find out, right? Foles is the best backup quarterback in the NFL. I think he's one of the best. I need you to beat the Cowboys again. I need the Eagles to be in the Super Bowl. Stronger King, I would love it. I think Blunt will be gone and Ajayi and Clement here. Treat Ajayi like boys did Murray a few years ago. Yeah, I think that Ajayi is the guy that could really take pressure off Wentz. Every game he's played, every game he has broken. He has broken big runs and he's done a lot. It just seems weird. Foles returns to Philly and we're heading into a playoff run. It does. I mean, it's crazy. You can't write this stuff, you know? Keenum is the best backup quarterback in the league. Ruiz, oh yeah, you're right. He's played like it. If the Eagles win a Super Bowl, Philly will be burned down? I don't think that. Dak is better than Carson. Dude, you're on drugs. Foles trying to pass the ball to Big V kind of scared me. Well, it was just, look, it was just a bad play. Do you like Mac Hollins? I do like Mac Hollins, Tim, but I wish he would have caught the ball because that was a perfect pass. Kendra, why everybody acting like scared pussies? We're going to get the #1 seed, and if not going to Super Bowl, definitely NFC champion. She's got the right attitude, man. She's ready to fight. Mac Hollins better starting next year. I like Mac Hollins. Trade Blunt next year. To be honest, we could get someone good. Well, I think he's a free agent, so you can't trade him. Can Wentz still win MVP? I mean, I guess technically, James, he could, but I can't imagine that it would happen. That guy would miss 3 games and then win it. I don't see it happening. I mean, you think, I mean, you know, these other guys are going to be playing. What I mean is the Cowboys can beat the Eagles with Nick Foles, but Jason Garrett is a horrible head coach and will not put the Cowboys in a position to win. Yeah, well, maybe. Dak is better than Carson. I didn't even know that was a debate anymore. I thought it was so apparent that Carson was better than Dak. I thought it was so apparent. Rest in peace, Carson. He'll be back. He'll be back next year. I've been set up for Foles to win the Super Bowl. Just think about it. Look, it's a great situation that the team is in. If you take away the Carson injury, the Eagles are in a great position. So, you know, you got to just go. 33 touchdowns. My God, man. 33 touchdowns. I'm going to drink some eggnog to that. 33 touchdowns. Franchise record. Eggnog time, yo. Carson Wentz, my man. Wentz better than Dak is trash. I agree. Wentz, Goff, Dak. Goff has been great this year. Goff has been way better than Dak. What do you think of 3 tight end sets with Alshon Ajayi in the line? Power football, all 3 tight ends can catch like wires. Ajayi, power it up. Joey R., I think they need to use more Burton, because I think Burton is an offensive weapon. So I'd like to see Ertz and Burton both out there. I think that could cause a lot of problems. Foles is getting back to where he had left off when we were in the last playoffs. Yeah, pretty crazy. Foles has a very good team behind them this year. Better than 2013. Agreed. I believe we can do this year, win the Super Bowl, that is. Hey, look. The way I see it is here's how I see it. Just get the #1 seed. Get the #1 seed, and you got a shot. You can't tell me that the team with a #1 seed doesn't have a shot. I don't agree. Aiden, is that what you're dreaming, buddy? So how does MVP get decided? What do you mean? I think they vote on it, right? I think the press votes on it. So how does yeah? Y'all better stop talking about Dak. He's going to shock y'all. He stinks. Dak had all the weapons. He had it. Goff and Wentz didn't have any targets. Look now, Dak without any comfy offense, he stinks. I don't look whether Dak stinks or not. I don't know. I think Dak will probably be pretty good in the future. But right now, Carson's definitely better than him. Goff is better than him. Cowboys at full power over Eagles at full power. No. Not even close. Ezekiel Elliott is a game changer? Yes, I agree with that. Zeke Elliott is I think, underrated. Yeah, Jordan, I gotta block you, buddy. I don't like that kind of stuff because I don't agree with it. I don't believe in it. And if you say racist stuff, you're not going to be on this channel. I will block you immediately. No racist stuff. You can call me fat. You can call me ugly. You can make fun of me. I don't care about that kind of stuff. But you can't come in here and talking racist stuff or threatening people or anything like that. The Cowboys are not, and I mean are not making the playoffs. Nah, I don't think so. Espo is blocked too. Would the Eagles have a better chance against the Patriots in the Super Bowl than the Falcons last year? I don't think so. I mean, with Wentz out, I don't think so. Eagles are still good. They still have a big chance. They still got a chance. Yeah, you're right. They got a chance. You got to keep fighting. I don't think the Cowboys will make the playoffs either. Good thing for the Eagles. Yeah, well, hey. Trip Logan, I'm back. Where the hell were you? I didn't even know you were gone. Is it fair to say both the Eagles and Cowboys have bright futures in backfield? I think so. I mean, I think Dak Prescott's going to end up being a good quarterback. I think he's going through a lot of growing pains he got to miss out on the first year with having Elliott. But I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to be good. I think Goff is going to be good. I think Wentz is going to be good. I think Deshaun Watson. I think there's a lot of good young quarterbacks in this league. Rather have Foles than anyone else with this happening. I'm comfortable with Foles playing. Eagles are one and done without Carson. You can join us Giant fans on the couch in a couple weeks. Fernie, get on the couch and wait for us. We'll see. Hey, Dingbat, I won't troll you because you didn't pile on, but some Bird fans were happy Zeke got suspended. Well, Mr. Wright, you can go look at all my videos where I speak about this suspension. And you'll hear me say, he should not be suspended. It's wrong and shouldn't happen. I never, ever, ever agreed. And all my videos are posted on my channel. You can go watch them. I do not agree with his suspension. Eagles need to copy the game plan of the Jags and Vikings. The defense, yeah, James, I agree. Caleb, Dak can't throw for, no. The saddest thing is that Carson won't get the chance to finish the season. Was excited to see how he played in the playoffs, and if the Eagles don't win the Super Bowl, we will always wonder what could have been. Yeah, that is true. Hey man, I'm watching this in school. Good, yeah, tell your teacher to leave you alone. Jab, eggnog time? All right. Eggnog time, yo. Hey Philly, do you watch basketball? Trip, I do. I'm going to start streaming the Sixers games after the football season. I believe the team is going to step up and play just like they did at the end of the game last night. Yes, Foles played a little jitters, but stepped up when it mattered. Kendrick, and Foles made the biggest pass of the game on that play where Aguilar caught. That was the game clinching. If he don't make that pass, which was a perfect pass, they don't make that play, Rams might have won the game. Sorry if I missed your comments. They're coming really, really quick. To throw Aguilar was an absolute beauty. It was. I'd rather Wentz injured now than the playoff. Gives Foles more warm-up time. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Matthew, we just get a first-round bye. If we get our number 1 seed, or what happens? What do you believe will happen? Eagles fan here. Matthew, thank you for joining me. Here's what I think. If the Eagles beat the Giants, they clinch at least the 2nd seed. So they clinch a bye with a win against the Giants. That is doable. That's reasonable. Then, if they beat Oakland on Christmas or Dallas, but if they beat Oakland, they clinch the number 1 seed. That is reasonable. That is doable. Now, when you do that, you get a bye, you play all your games at home. You can't tell me the Eagles don't have a chance. I don't believe that. I believe they do, and I believe that they'll feel good about themselves, and I think they may shock the world. Did you beat the Eagles and Giants? Did you beat Eagles in... Yeah, we play the Giants in New York. It don't matter where we play them. Philly 500, do you think Carson's mobility will be same next year? Kid Savage, maybe not at first. He may be a little bit like, more mentally like not trust it. That happens. But once he's fully like knows it's healed and he gets into the season, he'll be fine. Eventually, all his mobility will be fine. It's not like the past when like Randall Cunningham got hurt. People say, oh, he'll never run the same. He did run the same, but it was a lot more, ACL injuries were a lot worse then. They didn't have the, the technology, the stuff they could do today. Yeah, Carson will be fine. He'll be 100%. I have no doubt about it. The defense definitely needs to step up and make more plays. If we get Ajayi going, then I think we got a shot. I believe it. I think Ajayi is the key too. That's what I think. Eagles real fans, we need to stay positive. We need to have a great core, wide receiver core, tight ends. Now the defense stop playing like Care Bears and play like y'all did a couple of minutes. Yeah, they got to step up. Defense, when Carson got hurt, defense stepped up. Blown as hell right now. I knew this was going to happen sooner or later. Every time he kept taking those hits. Yeah, he took some big hits. Especially in that Seattle game, too. 2 teams I'm scared of the most, Seahawks and the Jags. Well, the only way you see the Jaguars is in the Super Bowl. It's the only way you can play them. So, you know, I'll take that. Will Nick Foles run up the scoreboard like Carson did with the offense? I don't think he's going to do that. But I think he can manage the game. Ray T, we need to rally around Nick Foles. It's crucial that he knows we have his back. We still have a chance. We still got a chance, man. We still got a chance. Wentz stunk last year, 16 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Yeah, but you could see the talent. When you looked at Wentz last year, you could see the talent. Dude, you're getting your Nick Foles jersey for Christmas. I'm sure I got a Nick Foles jersey. That's a weird thing. I bought a Foles jersey. Then they got rid of him. I got a Foles jersey. I could actually wear it. This might change his career mentally. We'll be thinking about that injury. Yeah, Ruiz, for some people it could. I don't believe he would. What I've seen of Carson Wentz, what I know of Carson Wentz, what the Eagles have seen and know, and the Eagle fans, he don't look like the kind of guy that's going to let it ruin him. It just doesn't. Will take time, but he will learn the wide receivers. I didn't get that part. Eagles sign room, RG3 or Bradford. And Bradford's Minnesota Viking. RG3's out there, Cap's out there. If they want to call and look up one of those guys, I have no personal problem with it. Whatever they feel helps the team, I'm okay with. Our defense is good enough to win. Like the old school Ravens or like the Broncos did a few back. Yo, Philly, what's up? Steve-O Eagle fan, what's up, buddy? How you doing? We're going to find out. Yeah, the Jaguars beat the crap out of the Seahawks, man. That was brutal. What would a good playoff run do for your thoughts on our coach? Well, right now, with no Carson, it would change. I would say that Doug Pearson's a great coach. He did a great job. I believe in Doug Pearson going forward, and that, you know, the combination of Carson and him are going to be brutal over the years. But I don't know what Doug Peterson is, so we'll find out. Let's sign Romo. Romo ain't coming out. Foles or Keenum? Who would you rather have? Foles or Keenum? Well, I mean, if you look at the way Keenum's playing right now, you have to say Keenum, right? But I mean, look, I would say Keenum. You have to go Keenum. Time of possession will be key. Do you agree? Yeah, possibly. Let's get Peyton Manning. Peyton ain't coming out. Those guys aren't coming out. Kaepernick, if they feel like calling Kaepernick, I say do it. I take Romo over Foles. But Romo's not going to come out. He's in the booth. RG3 over Cap, that bum's locker room cancer. Look, the problem with RG3 and the problem with Kaepernick is they both haven't played. They haven't played. I'm mad as hell, but we'll be okay. We have a good game plan. Yeah, I agree. Carson Wentz is strong-minded, Christian, and he won't let this bring him down. Carson is very, very strong-minded. Carson is not going to... That's the last thing I worry about with him. Are you sure Carson will ever be the same? I'm not sure about that. And that's my big fear. Pedro, that's the one thing I'm most sure about. Why would Romo leave? He ain't. All right, Ruiz, thank you, buddy. I'm out. Good luck on the season. Hopefully we don't see you guys again until the end of the season. All right, Ruiz, thank you, buddy. Dak, Wentz, Goff, Watson seem to be younger and better than the Luck, Cam, Winston, Mariota. Yeah, really does, you know. Thank you for the live stream, and it's getting Eagle fans through this. Really appreciate it. Oh, thank you. You're getting me through it. Mr. Wright, Romo is a great in the booth. He wouldn't come back if the Cowboys want him back. Yeah, Romo's not coming back. But look, if you want it, look, I have no problem looking at other people, calling them, do whatever you want to do. It can't hurt. You're high? Me? Does anyone know what grade tear it is? It's a complete tear, so it's the worst tear. But it's only the ACL. There was nothing else involved. That's the good news. At this moment, I see who is a real fan, and fair weather fans will be fine. We'll see. Hexar, the king of all dingbats. What's up? King Dingbat reporting for duty. Giants 2018 Super Bowl champs. Man, what kind of whacked out thought is that? Deshaun Watson or Wentz from what you've seen? Wentz. I'd say Wentz, and Deshaun Watson's right behind him. But I'd have to say Wentz. This live stream has been awesome, Philly Fire. You're the man. Go Birds. Brian Wood, thank you, buddy. And all that like this, please subscribe. I appreciate you guys coming on. We can't call ourselves fans and keep doubting what teams can do. I can't judge other people's fandom. I don't do that. I only worry about myself. Some fans take negative point of view, some take a positive. But to me, I never say, this is a fan, you're not a fan, you're a fan. I can't do that. That's just not me. Like I said, I take 6 to 9 months for a full heal. Yeah. We don't need Romo. He'll choke in the play with Romo. Romo's not coming out. Sidney Jones at left corner, Darby on the right corner, and Mills in the slot. Rasul first designated backup. Not this year, Beast. I don't want to see Sidney Jones start this year. Let's hope Brady and Wilson don't throw any more touchdowns. Yeah, maybe if they don't throw any touchdowns for the next 3 games, we got a shot. Maybe. Would I take Romo? If Romo called up and said, I want to come out of retirement, I'd say, why not? Yeah. Peter North here, old porn star. Foles can get it done. Thank you, Peter. Peter South. Foles is good. People are dingbats. Allen, it's all right. It's going to be all right. We should take the Broncos' last Super Bowl as an example. Manning wasn't leading them all. Our defense can be our saviors. Look, we're in a position to get a #1 seed, right? This is a time everyone is going to step up from us, from what I've seen last night, and rally behind the loss and get our #1 home field perfectly fine. I think so, Kendra. I think that's the plan. Speaking of future Philly 500, yes, Beast Mode? Oh, yeah, definitely Beast Mode. Nick Foles won't get you all to the Super Bowl. Okay, Boomer Sooner. I'm not even thinking of Super Bowl. I'm thinking of beating the Giants and getting a #1 seed. That's all I care about, right? That's all my focus is. What if Kaepernick gets picked up from the Eagles? Hey, if they think he can help, I have no problem with it. Let Sidney Jones rest. Come back 100% next year. We have a lot invested in him. I agree. Let him rest. Can't believe the news, guys. We'll still have to fight to the finish. We will. Honestly, if Kaepernick ended up becoming our only hope, I'd say go for it. Well, look, even if they sign Kaepernick, it would be as a backup. It wouldn't be as a starter. So Foles is the guy. You know, I think Kaepernick coming, or RG3. Problem with those guys, the biggest problem with those guys is they sat all year. They're not doing anything. So if you're sitting all year, then to come in and be in football shape, all that kind of stuff, that's a little hard. Philly 500. Remember I told you Carson would hit 40 touchdowns? I would have been right. Man, Kid Savage, he had 33. Yeah, you're probably right. He probably would have hit 40 touchdowns. Weird how the former Rams stepped up and helped us win, like Long, Foles, McLeod. Yeah, and that fumble and that play by Long was huge. That was a big-time play, man. People don't have confidence in Nick Foles. Geez, did we forget 2013 played with Kelly's offense? Yeah. Well, look, I think Foles can get it done. You know what I mean? But it's going to take the whole team to rise up. Now, stop the cap and RG3 talk. Foles is Doug's next man up. Foles is the guy. Foles is the guy. The wheels fell off, I told you guys a few weeks ago. Go Cowboys. How did the guy got hurt? They're the #1 seed with the best record in the league. And you said the wheels fell off? What planet are you Cowboy fans on? Some of you Cowboy fans are the most whacked out stuff, man. I swear to God. You guys are on some satanic spell crap. Because I don't understand what the hell you're talking about. I think this team's going to battle for Wentz and keep things moving forward. Jay Lash, I agree. Kendra, Jim needs to make the defense run laps for these past 2 weeks of their performance. Just get them playing. That's all I care about. Max. Don't forget Carson will still be there to help Foles out. 2 very high football IQ guys. Very true. Miguel, if Foles wins the Super Bowl, does Wentz still get a ring? Yeah, Wentz gets a ring. Yeah. How often do you do these streams? I stream every game. Every Eagles game I'll be streaming. I try to do it a couple times a week at least. But I try to get a video out like every day. Yeah, look, Spunk, you can block them if they say something racial or if they threaten somebody. If they want to call me, fat, or if they want to say I'm a joke, or like that kind of stuff, let it go. I can take it. What about the Bills from football or Lions? What about them? Maybe we should just forfeit in the... Yeah, I mean, that's what people act like we should do. Pound faith in Foles. There you go. Eagles have bad luck. It seems like it. It's eggnog time, yo. All right. I'll drink to that. Eggnog time, yo. These two football, Lion or Bills? I don't know, understand. Philly versus Pitt, Super Bowl. Mark my words. Jab, jab. If you're right, I will definitely give you a shout out. We need to draft a new safety or convert Mills or Rasul to safely next year. McLeod has downgraded recently. Yeah, and I don't think Jenkins played a good game either yesterday. Really think we should run 2 tight end sets with Burton. Yeah, I think so. I think Burton is an offensive weapon and a threat. And if you use Ertz and him, that could be really good. I want to see more of that. DJ, I'll never throw personal insults. That ain't my style. Just all sports talk. And I'm good with that. But I don't mind, you know, I don't want people blocked because they want to insult me. But like this Caleb Reno guy, that racist stuff, it's got to go. I don't want it. I don't play it. Because it's not how I think or I feel. Mexican eggnog is a bomb, yo. It has alcohol in it. Oh, man, I'm sure it is. Are you still down? Eagles won and done. Love it. No, I'm not down. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight. Call me crazy, but I feel like 2013 Nick's going to come out because we're getting a team this year that we're going all the way. But it's still one game at a time. Look, let's do this. Let's do it. If it's just me or does Burton make bigger catches than Ertz? Yes, I love Burton. I want more Burton. I think you have 2 offensive weapons that you could be utilizing. They could be utilizing him a lot more. 2 tight end sets with Ertz and him. I would love it. Although Eagles fans crying like bitches, hail to the Redskins. To the Redskins? The Redskins stink. They are horrendous. Your own quarterback don't even want to play on your team. They don't even want to play on your team. Thank you, Philly 500, for having this forum allow all sport fans to express themselves. Keep doing wonderful work. Happy holidays. Thank you, Green Wing Man. Thank you. Ashley, what a story it would be if we win it all. That would be unbelievable. It's happened before. It's happened. Backups have won. This injury will make Howie form the biggest nasty offensive line NFL has ever seen. Yeah, maybe. Maybe Foles can give his tendon to Wentz surgically. Maybe. F Dak Prescott. Dak, you know. Never have you or I've seen a team play with more heart than they did with Wentz leading the way. Yeah, well, there's something. If you think eggnog is good, you need to try Puerto Rican. Because, oh, that sounds good. Daniel, hey, does this mean we run the ball more often? I would think so. Miguel, been a great stream. You earned my sub. Thank you, buddy. I respect your insight and your optimism. Infectious. Going to get a glass of eggnog myself. Awesome, man. Thank you for coming. Stack left, I know Skins fan ain't talking. Skins fans are talking. Are you going to cheer the Eagles like before Wentz got injured? Of course, Sam. Why would I ever stop? I was cheering the Eagles long before Wentz. I'll be cheering them long after him. Fly, Eagles, fly. We stay true to the green. You got to believe it. The Giants will beat the Eagles now? All right, are you still down? You want to make a little wager on that? I'm a Falcons fan, but really hope you all bounce back. Carson's a beast. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate that, man. That's respect. I'm not an Eagles fan, but I think there's no quarterback except maybe Drew Brees right now who's a threat. If the rest of your team continues to play well, it's still very possible. Keep fighting, guys. Thank you, True Color Records. Appreciate that. Prescott needs a prostate. He sure does. I think Kobe visits brought the best out of Wentz. Let me tell you, Wentz was like... There were questions. Oh, Wentz, they can't be a good team. He lost the MVP thing. That dude came out and put the team on his back and played out of his mind. I mean, it was such an unbelievable thing. I'm sorry, these are going really quick. Foles got to step up now. Yeah, he's got to step up. The whole team's got to step up. Foles has a better roster than he did last time he was on a team, so we get a first-round bye. Look, you beat the Giants, you get first-round bye. Carson left him the team. Look, Carson got hurt. Carson left him the best record in the league and in a position to get a first-round bye and be a number 1 seed. That's a lot. You could still go far with that, because all you have to do is win one playoff game and you're in the NFC Championship. You win 2 playoff games, you're in a Super Bowl. Not impossible. Carson did, man. Carson, I have so much respect for that guy. That's my quarterback. You know what I mean? That guy, I love him. What about Houdini Wentz versus... Yeah, the Eagles killed the Redskins. I'm still all for the Eagles this year. Yeah, Austin. We gotta be, man. Do you remember Jeff Hostetler? I do. I remember. I remember. Hostetler came in for Phil Simms and won a Super Bowl. Never mentioned Dak without Zeke. Yeah, you have to put them together. Cowgirls, Deadskin, Munchkins can hate all they want, but we won the NFC East. We're going to playoffs. Enjoy the couch. Yeah, enjoy the couch. Get your golf clubs out. I don't care. We're going all the way for our ginger. All right. I love Kendra's optimism. I'm with you. The playoffs just got a lot easier. For who? Can Doug stop running Blunt out of shotgun? I want more Ajayi. Wentz will be MVP, mark my words. Borderlands, I mean, that would be unbelievable. I don't think that's ever happened where a guy misses, like, what, 3 games and still wins it? Carson should get MVP if he keeps the #1 seed and easiest path to the Super Bowl. He gave it to him, yeah. Breaking. Terrell Owens signed with the Eagles just now? Nah. I thought it was bigger than a damn division title. It is bigger than a division title, absolutely. Philly 500, I'm going to send you exam gloves so you can put them on a hand and suggesting prostate. I don't give prostate exams. I don't take them, I don't give them, but I give referrals to doctors that do. Much respect for the Vikings. Great team, very bright future ahead of them. Vikings they got a hell of a team. Great work, Philly 500. I hope for Ajayi, less Blunt. Yeah, more Ajayi. I think Ajayi, I think Clement. I think those guys need more touches. I think they need more touches. I want to see more Ertz and Burton together. Those are the kind of things I think that can help us. If the NFL wants to market their players better, Wentz should win MVP. Yeah, I mean, from that standpoint, I agree, because you want young guys to win and carry on that mantle. Clement will be our guy in a few years. I love Clement. Every game he gets better and better. Excuse me, I meant to say the Rams. Without Carson Wentz, Vikings win? Well, I mean, look, the Vikings are playing with a backup quarterback, right? So why can they win with a backup quarterback and we can't? Why can't we win with a backup quarterback? Just give me that first round bye. Let Casey Keenum come to Philly and play. Let's see if he's coming to Philly. If you look at it, even with Foles, everybody that has to come into Philly, the Eagles have a chance. I wish the fans voted for MVP. I'd vote for Wentz at least 1,000 times. I would too, but it don't work that way. Are you watch Home Alone movies? Yeah, I love Home Alone. I'm home today. My kids are sick. Panthers beating Philly. Panthers? Pfft, Panthers can't beat Philly. How the hell did he play 4 plays and walk on Torres Hill? It's pretty unbelievable. To me, that's unbelievable. Blunt just runs into his own guys. He don't attack the whole. Blunt looks like, to me, he's running out of gas. That's what I see with Blunt. Think we will start calling a lot of screens now that teams will start blitzing. Teams are going to blitz. I think the run is coming. So no Pro Bowl for Carson. No, he'll make the Pro Bowl. He'll get the honors of that, but he won't get to go. I made my family yeah. I feel like everyone is sleeping on the Falcons. Falcons scare me, man. I have said, the Falcons make the playoffs. They're a threat. They're a threat. At the stadium, they were chanting ACL. Yeah, they were. That's what they said. They were chanting ACL, ACL. Which, you know, if we did it, it would be on every channel right now. Jesus, Philly 500. How mad would you be if the Eagles trade Wentz for a second-round pick? Yeah, I would be very mad, and that would never happen. And if it did happen, then they should fire everybody. I haven't watched this. Yeah, I don't watch the Pro Bowl, but I do watch to see who makes it. Just imagine if Doug would stuck to the run with Jay. Could have been a much better day. Yeah, I think so. No Pro Bowl for no Eagle players. We're going to Super Bowl. Look at the positivity. Beautiful. I like it. They saying the same thing going to happen to Carson that happened to RG3, the third. Totally two different scenarios, okay? Two different scenarios. RG3 focused on running the ball. He used his legs to run. Foles is a Wentz, I'm sorry. Wentz is a much better passer than RG3. He was much better. I go to school in Philly, and they announced that he's hurt over the speaker, and now we aren't doing anything in class. Everybody's heartbroken. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I know. I went through it all night. I had my breakdown last night. All night I was upset. And then it's like, well, what are you going to do? You're going to lay down and die, or you're going to keep fighting? That's the only thing we can do. Lay down and die, or keep fighting. I'm ready to fight. I'm just going to fight a little harder. Thank you for joining this live stream. If you like, please subscribe. I appreciate it. I tell you this. I believe Carson Wentz is going to be an elite franchise quarterback for many years. I think he's going to win many MVPs. I think he's going to win Super Bowls. I think when it's all said and done, he has the opportunity to go down as the greatest quarterback in Philly history. Johnny Blaze, I'm sad. I know, buddy. I know. And if you're sad and you're upset, you should be. Get through it. But you know what? Come Sunday, we could get a bye week. So let's do that. Pound win for Wentz. There you go. When Brandon Graham took the lateral to the house, I love that they scored that extra touchdown. That's great. Wilson Breckenridge. Shout out to Nick Foles, Arizona's finest. Bear down Foles. Shout out to Foles. Shout out to you, Wilson Breckenridge. Thank you for your support, man. You do a lot for me. I appreciate it. That game felt like a Super Bowl. That game was a playoff atmosphere. That was big stakes, and Carson came up big. In the biggest game of his career, he showed unbelievable. I was so impressed with him. It was not a typical player where an ACL would tear, to be honest. I was kind of shocked his ACL tore on that play. Well, they're saying now, DJ, what I heard the coach say was that they think it might have even happened before the hit while he was running, so it may have been a non-contact. Hearing about Wentz made me sick. It was like hearing about family. But yeah, I know, Jesse. I know. I think we are cursed. It doesn't make sense. I don't think we're cursed. I don't. I mean, I still think... I think you got to look at the position we're in. You know what I mean? I agree with you. The play calling that got Wentz hurt was a doofus. It was a stupid call. Because you got no running back in the backfield. So the defense knows that you're going to pass. So they stay spread out. At least if you had a running back and you didn't run, and maybe everybody bites inside and he runs around it. I mean, I don't know. Trip, did I say a bad word? I don't know. Which word do you think? I'll tell you if you tell me what word. My brother's wearing his black Foles jersey to school today. Yeah, I got my black Foles jersey too. I'm not worried though, Johnny Blaze says. Every guy stepped up and showed up, so I expect the same for Foles. I agree. Can't wait to have Hicks back as well next year. Yeah. Are you from Philly? Originally, yeah. Carson's going to be right next to Nick, and the boys, Nick's going to show them how great he is. No worries, we're ready. Ashley, I love it. I love it. I believe Foles is the best backup possible. I feel like Foles can beat the Giants. That's where I'm at right now. I think that they could beat the Giant. Prostate exams is here. Free prostate exams for everybody. I don't want one, but maybe there's some Cowboy fans need it. Being biased, I think Carson is the best quarterback of all time, or at least potential to be. We had so many injuries. Oh, I think Carson... Did you say biased or unbiased? Oh, being unbiased. I think so. I think Carson has the opportunity to be one of the best. Doug was playing with his head in his ass the last 2 weeks. In Seattle, he could have keep attacking through the air because their front ain't no joke. Last night, we could have ran more but wanted to keep throwing. Yeah, I agree with that. This team's got to go and play for Carson. He's the reason this team's 11-2. I agree. We're about to win close game in New York. We're going to win this game in New York. We're going to get this bye week locked up. And then it's good. People are going to feel... Here's what's going to happen. We're going to go play the Giants. We're going to win. People are going to feel a little bit better about Foles. Then we're going to beat Oakland. Then people are going to start to get hyped again, and they're going to start to believe. And then maybe some people will be like, maybe go too far with it. But that's what will happen. You're from Philly, AC3, but a Steelers fan. Very cool, man. Well, thank you for coming to this channel, man. I appreciate it. Darnak can say, hey, you're the best streamer. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Locks, only to lose the Panthers in the playoffs. Hey, man, look, tell you what. You know where to find me. When we play the Panthers, we'll talk. Think I'm getting ignored today. Hector, what do you mean? I'm not ignoring anybody. These things come quick. It's really hard to keep up. It's coming out in Star Wars, The Last Jedi. I can't wait for that trip. I love Star Wars. Just in time for another 7 touchdown games against the Raiders. Sibley Martinez. Hey, why not? Pound get ticket. Yeah, I haven't got my tickets yet. Cloud, we sweep the Giants easily. I'm not worried. No, I'm not worried about the Giants either. I want to see them come out and beat the crap out of the Giants. Reminds me when Phil Simms got hurt and Hostetler carried the Giants to Super Bowl win. Foles will carry Eagles. Team is together. Hey, very possible. Very possible. And I'm curious to see what we get against the Giants this week. We beat Carolina in Carolina. Yeah, we did. It's not going to happen in Philly. I agree. Big D, pound pray for Wentz. Pray for him. Can't hurt. It can never hurt to pray. I'm not fearing nobody that's in front of us. We're a great team. I'm not fearful. The next 3 games I think are winnable. I think you beat the Giants and you beat Oakland. I think that's very possible. I think it will happen. I think the Dallas game will be a game where they sit a lot of people, and there you go. Hey Philly, those 3D glasses did look sharp. Thank you. Yeah, I got them. Shout out Teresa for her comment, 500. Very good. Yeah, shout out to Aunt Teresa. That's my Aunt Teresa. I'm scared to see how Doug is going to play call with Nick Foles. Well, we're going to find out. I'm curious. I literally prayed 30 times last night. Hey, well, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Let's say Nick Foles got hurt. God forbid. Would you believe in our 3rd string? Jesus, it would be hard to. I've never seen him play. It would be hard. I'm so glad everything's sleeping on Foles. The one thing about Foles is I've seen Foles play. I know Foles can play. I know Foles can be effective. So I feel good about that. I feel like if we call a good game, the defense steps up, and we run the ball, and we use our advantages to our advantage, I think we'll be fine. Give the fans a broom. Keep 500 up good. No worries. I agree. Big D starters. There was the most drama I've ever seen in one game in any sport. That game was crazy emotional. We have 3 games to work out the kinks with Foles. Yeah, exactly. Lincoln, we beat the Giants, Oakland, wrap up the NFC home field. Last game against the girls is meaningless, so we lose a 3rd. Then it's 3 games for the ring. I love it. That's perfect. Exactly what I think. Foles is not Geno Smith. He ain't no Geno Smith. So I'm going to do about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to cut it. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. What up, Colin? How you doing, buddy? Geno Smith, thanks for making me a mod. No, thank you for not complaining about it. Neil, how realistic is Kaepernick for backup? I don't think they'll go after him. I don't think so. Foles is effective, but he is not the answer. Well, yeah, I mean, we don't have a choice right now, though, you know? That's the whole thing. I think our 3rd string is Nate Sudfeld. Yeah, our 3rd string is Nate Sudfeld. I don't even remember him playing, so. NFC is wide open. It's all like the NFC East this year. Anyone can do it. Yeah, anyone can do it. The key to right now is the #1 seed. Forget Super Bowls and all that kind of stuff. Just get the #1 seed. Get the #1 seed, and then we have a shot. I'm at school right now. Awesome, man. We don't need bullcrap from Cap. Who is Nate Sudfeld? Exactly. Let's look forward to Nookie for dinner when the Eagles win the next 3 games. Yeah, Nookie. Yeah, I agree. That sounds good. I'm sick of all the Cowboy fans talking about how we don't have any rings. You know what? They've talked about it so many times in my life that I've like grown numb to it. It doesn't affect me because it's just like I've seen it. I've done it. They've said it too much. Colin, Corey, Hey, everybody, Colin Corey has a sports talk. I've been watching. They're pretty good. I like them. They're getting better and better. They've been doing it for a while. Go sub them up. Go like them and sub them. Sick to my stomach, Philly 5, hearing about Wentz. Yeah, man, I know. It's not. I'm not happy about it. I just choose not to give in. I just choose not to quit or be down. I just want to go out fighting. That's my whole thing. I'm out, Philly 5. Take care. Be easy, brother. All right, Big D. Thanks for joining me, man. Did Wentz tear his ACL or MCL? He tore clean tear of his ACL, but no other damage, which is good. I mean, it's not good, but at least it's clean. Nate playing week 17. Yeah, Kendra, I think Nate will play in week 17. If we have everything locked up, you can't have Foles. You can't have Foles out there risking getting hurt. You know, to me that's more risk. That's more worrisome than him being rusty first playoff game. We will heal together as we are united. I think so. I think we're going to shock the world. I think we're going to shock the world. Dak never threw a touchdown to set a franchise record with a torn ACL. No. This is a hard one. To me, the last time I really was like sick and hurt and an injury was the Randall Cunningham when he got hurt in Green Bay, because that was the year you knew that team was getting ready to make a run. And they ended up 10-6 without Cunningham, but the defense was so good. This is worse than that because you have the #1 seed. It's more NFC playoff matchups this week, and I believe it's going to favor us. I think so too. I think you win this week, you got a bye week. That's huge. Joey R. All right, man. I'm looking forward to the next stream. Have one for my birthday tomorrow. I'll be drinking and crying tonight with Wentz. All right, Joey R. Foles is ready. Not to worry. Wentz is going to got us to the NFC champions. Yeah, I think so. We need this one. Must win. To me, it's a must win. To me, if the Eagles want a legitimate shot to go far in the playoffs, to do anything, you got to have home field advantage. Home field advantage is even more important now. Yeah, the home field is what matters. How can I get better? I don't know what to do. You can't get better. You're not going to feel better about it. You just got to accept it and say, all right, let's keep going. Let's get home field. That's my thing. Let's get home field advantage. I think that Foles can do that. Let's get it. And then let's take our best shot. Let's go out swinging. Let's come out. Let's take our best shot. Whatever happens, happens. But if this team goes out fighting, I can live with that. I can't go out packing in and giving up. This is our year. Let the doubters doubt. We're going all the way, and I feel it deep in my heart. I'm with you. Sam, season over? We'll see. Philly 500, you still think Doug is Captain Hooks? Jesus, I say yet to be determined, because I really think Carson did a lot for him. But now we're going to see what Doug Peterson really is. Philly 500. Want to see something? Want to hear something crazy? Sure do. Bacon. Sam, your season was over since week 5 when the Rodgers took crap. Is Sam a Green Bay fan? Philly 500 looks like a great guy. Just sub. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. Especially you're a Green Bay fan. Is that what you are? Thank you for subbing, buddy. I appreciate it. When is the next time I'm streaming? I don't know. Probably sometime during the week, like maybe Thursday or something. I'm not sure exactly. I got a bunch of videos to do. I still got to go do my final thoughts in the game last night. Then I got to do my reaction video chop. I got a lot of stuff coming in the next few days. Tropical Mayhem, what's up, buddy? Here comes the choke. Come on. Nightmares, the Cowboys ain't making no play. Nah, Cowboys are done. Doug needs to use Ajayi more for sure, and probably will. I think Ajayi is the key. Last time we made the playoffs, Foles was our quarterback and lost to the Saints. It would be nuts if we play the Saints of playoff Foles revenge game. Yeah, but the thing with that Saint game with Foles was Foles gave us the lead coming out of that game. He came off the field with the lead. Then we had the kickoff, and it kicked it to Sproles. We got a personal foul that put them in good yardage, and they kicked the field goal. So, you know what? Foles didn't play bad in that playoff game. Todd Gurley had a good game yesterday. He was scared. Todd Gurley is awesome. And Riley Cooper, that's right, Bacon, he dropped the ball right in his hands that if he catches that ball, he has 65 yards of field. Win, already underdogs, lose, nothing, win, superheroes. That's right. You're right. Foles has been underrated. I think Foles can get the job done. I think this team can get the job done. Philly 500. Sorry about your loss, bro. I really hope your moron head coach didn't ruin your Legends career. He didn't ruin the career. In today's medical, technology and stuff, you come back from ACL. You can come back from ACL. He will. Another crazy thing is we haven't played the Raiders since Foles put 7 touchdowns on, huh? Well, look, I hope Foles puts another 7 on. Todd, arguably the best back right now. Yeah, I agree. RG3 didn't come back. RG3 didn't come back for different reasons. RG3 didn't have a clean ACL. RG3 had multiple ligament damage. But the reason RG3 didn't come back was because they didn't teach RG3 to play quarterback properly. They let him run basically that read option all year. Basically a lot of stuff he did in college. When he got hurt and he had to learn to become a pocket passer, he couldn't do it. Carson Wentz is a pocket passer. Totally different scenarios. You say he didn't come back. Well, I'll say this. Tom Brady did. Wentz is a fighter. He will be back better. I agree. Hey, was your math right on locking in the bye if we win one more game? Yeah, Alex. One more game clinches a bye. 2 more games clinch home field throughout the playoffs. RG3 didn't have time to heal, and he never could truly rely on a pass. Yeah. Connor Brown. I left school early today because I'm so upset about this. I'm sorry, man. I know it hurts, but we're going to be okay. And if you like this video, please like, please subscribe. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you. Desert Eagle 90 here. Is that what I just saw? Shout out to Desert Eagle 90. Thank you for coming, buddy. Brandon, thanks for streaming. Thank you. Thank you. Harry, I don't the Eagles. What? Harry, I don't like the Eagles. Well, maybe the Eagles don't like you either. Thanks for the fight. We get through it. Yeah, we'll get through it. How about the Eagles crowd in LA? They were awesome. Aunt Teresa loves you. Great channel. Proud of you. Thank you, Aunt Teresa. Appreciate it. I love you too. Spunky, we'll be okay. We're going to have to be. We don't have a choice. All I know is I'm fighting. I'm swinging. I'm throwing for the punch. I'm throwing punches. How many games do we need to win a lockup for a first-round bye? All we need to do, Cal, is beat. All we got to do is beat the Giants so we get a bye week. Beat the Giants, we get a bye. Beat the Raiders and the Giants, you get home field. I think probably if Minnesota loses also, that would help. Still can't believe the LA Rams fans were chanting ACL, ACL, and they say Eagle fans are terrible. Yeah, exactly. Let's do it. I agree. Let's do it. Who are you all most scared of in the playoffs? Isaac, for me, it's teams with good quarterbacks. Now you have guys like Drew Brees, Russell Wilson, even Jared Goff, who are better at that position than our backup. So those teams scare me. Yeah, tough day. Gonna need a drink before hop out. Yeah, I hear you. Fake Eagle fans think we're screwed because they never knew how good Foles is. Don't give up, guys. It's too early. You got to keep fighting. All I know, all I'm thinking about is home field. Give me home field. Give me home field, and then we'll take our best shot. This will show us who the real Eagle fans are and who the fake ones are. I don't know about that. Like I said, I don't judge who's the Eagle fan, who's not, and you have to be this way or that. It's just not me. I don't know. Sign Vic now. Vic's not coming out. Foles has a weapon. I tell you, I think if you use a Jai more, and then you get Ertz and Burton, and I want to see more Ertz and Burton. I think that's a great matchup. How do you feel about your quarterback now? You mean the MVP quarterback? I think he's amazing. I think he's the future of the NFL. Best, most valuable player going forward. Meaning, there's not one player in the league that I would trade going in 2018 season for. I'd rather have Carson Wentz. Guy's amazing. People get hurt. It's part of football. Eagles need to play smart. Ravens blew a win last night. Not smart play. Yeah, that's true. Signs Colin Kaepernick. Look, to me personally, with the whole Kaepernick thing, I don't care if he can help the team. It's not. Hey, I just want it. I just want to. Philly, if I read my last comment, let me see if I find it. I respect the hell of Goff after hearing what happened to Wentz. He was devastated, said Carson in a text right after the game. Colin and Corey. Yeah, I that's awesome, man. I agree. Hey, Philly 500. Ride ain't over yet for the Eagles. Not a critic, I agree. Let's do this. If we're going to go down, let's go down swinging. You automatically just give up on your team. That means you were never truly behind them. Hey, Desert Eagle 90. Just kidding. I'm a diehard Cowboys fan, but damn it, I don't want what happens to Wentz. I want a healthy Wentz back. It won't be fun facing weekend Eagles next year. The Wentz will be back next year, but yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. Respect to you, MC Peppers. You know, I appreciate that. You know, you never should want to see a guy get hurt. I never want to see a guy get hurt. It would be so amazing if Foles came back to Philly and won the Super Bowl. That would be great. Yeah, Goff is classy as hell and will be a future legend along Wentz. I think this Wentz-Goff matchup, you're going to see a lot of it. I think you're going to see a lot of it in the future. I think you'll see Dak sprinkled in there. The AFC will have Deshaun Watson. You're going to have a lot of good quarterbacks coming. Kaepernick is overrated. Not good for the Eagles. Oh, you know, he's not with the Eagles. So, do you think the Eagles going to end up 12-4, 13-3? I think they end up 13-3. Dallas fans just mad they went #1 seed just to lose. We more experienced and overall better, and we are going to the promised land. I agree. Goff versus Wentz is the next Bird versus Matt. Yeah, not crazy. You ain't kidding. That may be true. That may be true. Peterson was saying the injury many have occurred before that one serious. And he did what he's talking about. Peterson was saying the injury may have occurred before that one. Yeah. I don't know about the one serious. I thought he was saying that he thought it might have occurred before the hit. So while he was running, he tore it and he got hit. And it was already torn while he's running. That's what I thought he said. Colin Corey. Wentz, Dak, Goff, future Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Future Hall of Fame a little early. But Goff is... I like Goff. I like Goff a lot. Mac Life, no Super Bowl, you bitch. Ooh, horrible words. Hey Brandon, you can let that go. That's okay. You don't have to block him or time out. They're allowed to call me names. You're allowed to take shots at me. I don't care about that. Just no racist stuff, no violent stuff. That's it. What do I think about Ezekiel Elliott? I think Ezekiel Elliott is probably one of the most underrated players in football. I think Dallas Cowboys specifically underrated him and undervalued him. I think he's a stud. And I think it was wrong for him to get suspended, personally. I think you should be convicted of a crime before you're convicted. I'm in school and watching this. Oh, Poseidon, don't get in trouble. Foles just holding up the Lombardi Trophy would be amazing. It would be unbelievable. MC Peppers, as a Dallas fan, I admit Philly is a better team. Book is out on Dak versus Wentz. And whom's better? I need one more year to judge. But my gut says Wentz is better, but I want to set one more year in the books. I just think that with Goff, I think he has a long way to go. I think not Goff, I'm sorry. Dak had a lot of learning to do this year. And I think that's the thing. Cool, my Patriots, Eagles are going to Super Bowl, haters. Hey, look, I hope so. At work watching this, that's awesome. Thank you. Dwayne, I'm watching Foles highlights to help me feel better. That's always a good idea. Well, Jet Central, shout out to Jet Central. If you guys definitely go to his channel and subscribe and like his channel. Dude is awesome. I love his channel. Jet Central, subscribe to him. Definitely you'll be happy. Dak is average. He can't throw. Tries to make plays out of nothing. He has a lot to learn. He has a lot to learn. I agree. Minecraft fanboy. Brady equals GOAT. I'm not going to argue. How can you argue with that? I can't. The only guy that I may say can go with him is Montana. Philly 500, thanks for the shout out and telling everyone to subscribe to me. I appreciate it. No problem. Brady not beating us again. He's got lucky last time. I wanted Brady so bad. Despite the Wentz injury, do you think the Eagles versus Rams game was game of the year? Yeah, it was. It might have been game of the year. And as for Wentz, I thought it was the game that really was going to propel him to the MVP. I mean, he was so good, and he carried that team for 3.5 quarters. And to me, if he's healthy, he wins the MVP because of that. Jess Central, thanks for that. I'm pumped for Foles. I really like him. Yeah, look, there's 2 ways you could go. You could be sad and give up, or you could keep fighting. If you beat the Giants, you get a bye. If you beat the Raiders, you get home field advantage. I think the Eagles could win those 2 games. Then you go out swinging. You go out and you give it your best shot. What happens, happens. But at least fight. Last year, Dak played better than Wentz. Last year, Dak had a lot of help. Dak had a lot of things that he didn't have to do. Wentz is good, but without him, you are... Wentz is good, but without him, you are a zoo? What do you mean? What does that mean? For now, his is a Jay Ajayi team. Will Carson come back? For now, his is Jay Ajayi's team till Carson comes back. I want Ajayi to be getting a lot of carries. Andrew, sorry for your team's loss, bro. Y'all would have had the Super Bowl. Go Brady now. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. I mean, the one thing I know is New England's going to be in that AFC Championship game. The Texans had a chance to go deep in the playoffs, but lost Watson. Yeah, Watt, Marcel. Yep, comments from the owner and Hurricane. Too much. Yeah, footballer. They did. And Deshaun Watson was awesome. I mean, to me, he was right behind Wentz for the MVP at the time. He was awesome. I like Watson. Ugliest injury year I've ever seen. It's up there, yeah. Last time Nick Foles started in 2013 for us, all the haters were on him, and he tied with Peyton Manning touchdown record and made the playoffs and Pro Bowl. Nick Foley and Dynamite. Hey, let's get behind Nicky Six. I'm all about Nicky Six. Chargers hottest team right now. Chargers are something, man. Peter, it's over, Philly fans. Nick Foles is a baller, man. It's not over, Philly fans. I'm sorry, Peter. It's not over, Philly fans. Nick Foles ball. Hey, it's not over. Absolutely, it's not over. We're just getting started. Are you play Five Nights at Freddy's one game? I do not. I never heard of it. Do you think Wentz comes back in the beginning of 2018-19 season? Not a critic. If I had to put money, he's going to be ready for the start of the season. I want a Super Bowl for your city. I really do, Philly. Has been through so much hell over the last few years. They need something like this. Thank you, MCP Peppers. Shout out to you. If this defense can play like they did at the end of the game, we're going to go for. I agree. Nick Foles and Alex Smith have always been highly underrated. Yeah, I think in the right system, used the right way, I think so. I will be rocking my Foles jersey this coming week. There you go. MC Pepper win. Exactly. Trip Logan, 1999 to 1990. What is that, Trip? Everybody is saying that we are doing this for no reason because they are saying that we will lose to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Do you believe that? I think that the Patriots is a very hard matchup in the Super Bowl, but I believe if the Eagles got to the Super Bowl, I believe you got a chance. You got to fight. You got to play. Foles will lead us. Let's win Sunday, get home field. That's it. Let's get the bye week this Sunday. We are starting to see the younger quarterbacks rise. Dak, Wentz, Goff. We are starting to see the veteran quarterback fall. Rodgers, Eli Manning. Yeah, I think so. You look like Santa Beard. Thanks. Do you think the Vikings will be Vikings versus Eagles? Could be. 13 Dingbat Lane. This is BS. Yeah. Brady will get beat up in the Super Bowl. I agree. Why? Things happen, man. They making underdogs, but you can doubt us. People will doubt us. 43-35 spunky bank on it. I'm a diehard Eagles fan. Our defense can hold down, man. Next man up. Once Foles gets more reps into the flow, we'll be all right. We're going to be okay. I feel like we're going to be okay. So listen, guys, I'm going to get going now. Got some things to do. But thank you for joining my stream. Thank you. I still got to do a final thoughts video. I got a lot of stuff to do. But thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you. Shout out to all of yous. And take care. Keep your head up. Let's get ready to fight. We're going to be okay. This ain't over yet. With that, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.